Hello dosto. Time is like a language that helps us know when it's a playtime, bedtime, or a time for school. So let's learn the time together today. Time is like a treasure telling us when the things happen. It is when you wake up in the morning, play with your friends, have yummy meals, and go to the bed at night. AM and PM are used to tell the time, where it's the morning, afternoon, or evening. AM refers before noon. So anytime from 12 from midnight to 11:59 in the morning, it is considered as AM. For example, 7:30 AM means 7:30 in the morning. PM refers to the afternoon. Any time from 12 noon until the 11:59 in the evening, it is considered as PM. For example, 2:15 PM means 2:15 in the afternoon. Now let me ask you one question. If I say I want to go to school at 7, what will it will be? It will be 7 AM or 7 PM? Right, it would be 7 AM. That means 7 in the morning. Excellent. Now, this is a clock. It has a face with numbers, two hands, the long minute hand and the short hour hand. These two magical hands move around the clock clockwise and shows different times throughout the day. Today we are going to discuss some of the times using this minute hand and hour hand. Now, now we will learn how to read a clock to know the time. When the minute hand points to the 12 and the hour hand, that means the smaller hand, points to the 6, that means it is 6 o'clock. When the minute hand, that means the longer one, points to the 12 and the hour hand, means the shorter one, points to the 7, that means it's 7 o'clock. When the longer hand, that means minute hand, points to 12 and the shorter hand, that means hour hand, points to 1, that means it's 1 o'clock. When the minute hand points to the 12 and the hour hand points to the 4, that means it's 4 o'clock. When the longer minute hand points at 12 and the smaller hour hands point to the 5, that means it's 5 o'clock. When the minute hand points at the 12 and the hour hand points at the 8, that means it's 8 o'clock. When the minute hand points to the 12 and the hour hand points to 9, that means it's 9 o'clock. So, clocks come in the varied shapes and sizes. Classic analog wall clocks are hung on the wall that we can have in all our houses. They are bigger in size so that anyone can look time using these wall clocks. These are analog clocks because they have hands to tell the time. That is why they are known as analog clocks. Also, we have the another version of analog clocks, that is our alarm clocks. They are little shorter. They're like this much or this much. They're little smaller than the wall clock, but we can use them as or an alarm clock. Now we have digital clock. These digital clock tell the exact timing on the digital screen. These clocks do not have hands to tell the time. They have bright numbers and they make time telling super easy so that we don't have to understand where the minute hand is and the hour hand is. They directly tell the time. They can be either wall clocks or alarm clocks. They can come in both ways. We can use them as an hour wake up alarm as well. Next up, we have these big, huge pendulum clocks. They used to use in the ancient times. So they have a pendulum or a swinging weight. It is attached to these clocks. These types of clocks can be standalone clocks or they can be wall clocks as well. But basically they used to use in the ancient time. The watch we wear on our wrist is called as wristwatch. They can be both analog as well as digital. So the analog wristwatches are like the smaller version of the wall analog watch or the alarm clock analog watch. We can see time looking at our wrist. They used the minute hand and hour hand. Here we need to understand by looking at the minute hand and hour hand. Also, in front of us is a smartwatch. Smartwatch, basically it's a watch which can track our health, our heart rate, our running rate, our sleep rate. Even we can cut the phone and we can take the phone. We can even read the messages. It's basically a smartwatch and we can have it is in the form of analog as well as digital type, whichever we like. So these watches basically does all the job and that is why known as smartwatches. And that wraps up our journey today. Saving money is a good habit because it can give us what we want, as well as saving time is also a good habit because if we save time, we can utilize the time in the better activities or spending time with our family, or we can save the time and do the thing we like. So let's save our time as well as we save money. Until then, keep learning, keep exploring, and thank you so much for watching.